The resources and mining sector has been in flux throughout 2014. What we're seeing today is that a reduction in funding as well as low commodity prices has meant that a number of operators have struggled to maintain production throughout the year, and some of those are even going into care and maintenance scenarios, particularly within the coal and the gold sectors. Other parts of the resource sector have seen significant growth. So for example, we've seen an increase in production in the forestry sector due to an increase in demand from local and international markets, particularly in Western Canada. And according to our survey, despite a challenging year in 2014, actually 53% of employers have told us that they expect to see business activity increase in 2015. Salary increases will be largely driven by the forestry sector. After nearly a decade of insignificant growth, they're now having to compete with historically better paying markets such as the oil and gas sector and the mining industry. Forestry companies are now having to up their compensation packages in order to be able to compete. Moving into 2015, 34% of companies expect to increase the number of permanent hires they have, and 40% of companies expect to have more contract and temporary staff working. The mining slowdown has restricted hiring plans, and in fact 72% of employers have seen throughout 2014 numbers remain stable or actually decrease. Candidates most in demand throughout 2015 will include Red Seal certified tradespeople such as millwrights, electricians and heavy-duty mechanics, especially those that are willing to work in remote or rural locations. The resources and mining sector is facing a skills shortage. In fact, 75% of respondents said that they're experiencing moderate to extreme difficulties in hiring. 53% have said that talent shortages have negatively impacted productivity, whilst up to a quarter have also said that it's impacted their ability to expand into new markets. 25% say shortages are due to a lack of people entering the job market, and actually 50% of those say it's down to a lack of awareness at schools and colleges. At the same time, there's also a significant lack of apprenticeship and work experience opportunities for those seeking their Red Seal certifications in the trades and maintenance professions. In order to tackle this, our survey reports that 60% of employers are increasing salaries, 43% are offering more competitive benefits packages, and 40% of employers are actually working on their company culture and promoting their employer brand. Industry leaders must also ensure that opportunities are communicated widely, especially to groups that are often overlooked, such as women, skilled immigrants and Aboriginal groups. Employers are telling us that it's often taking between 3 to 6 months to find candidates with technical or professional qualifications, and this is often much longer when you're looking at remote or rural locations. Candidates with Red Seal qualifications for the trades and maintenance professions are often being snapped up within a matter of weeks by employers both in the mining and forestry sectors. Those with more technical qualifications and a background in the mining industry, such as geology, engineering, are often finding it a lot more difficult to find work right now due to the downturn in the market. For more information or to get your copy of the Hays 2015 Salary Guide, go to hays.ca/salary guide. What could you be?